Hello viewers, my name is Fumi Falana. I'm the Director of Women Empowerment and Legal Aid, a non-governmental organization that defends the rights of women and children in Nigeria. This morning we'll be discussing what I call freedom from discrimination, and this is our usual program, our weekly program, Know Your Rights. Today, like I said, we want to look at what we call freedom from discrimination under the laws of this country. Yes, the primary law of Nigeria is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and specifically Section 42 of the Constitution, the law provides that nobody shall be discriminated against on the basis of sex, on the basis of religion or belief, or place of birth, or circumstance of birth. In other words, that section of the Constitution provides that there shall be equal opportunities for all. Again, it provides, the meaning of that is again that everybody shall be equal before the law. And of course, all the laws applicable in Nigeria, if I must tell you this afternoon, specify that everybody shall be equal before the law. In other words, it does not matter whether you are a man or a woman, you are equal before the law. It does not matter whether you are from the eastern part of Nigeria or western part of Nigeria or northern part of Nigeria or southern part of Nigeria. Everybody shall be treated equally and shall be given equal opportunity and equal access to the wealth of the country. Therefore, I want us to remember that talking about equal opportunity, we are also talking about those people called the physically challenged must also be treated the same way that others are treated. In other words, every class of persons or people shall have equal access to facilities as provided by the government, and nobody shall be put under any disability or restriction on the basis of the sex or on the basis of the part of the country where he or she comes from, or religion or belief, or disability, physical disability or otherwise. So therefore this afternoon I want us to please take into cognizance that in our homes that boy child is not superior to the girl child. In our place of work, talking about discrimination, a man and a woman shall be treated equally. Of recent, we got the judgment of a court on the discrimination that has been going on in police command, section regulation 127 of police regulation, which is the Police Act, specifies that every unmarried woman who becomes pregnant shall be dismissed. And same, of course, it's not applicable to the male counterpart. We challenged this in court, and the court held that that law is discriminatory, and as long as it puts a section of the police, that is the women, and under a disability and a restriction, which is also not placed on their male counterparts. So I want us to therefore know today that is there any policy in any place of work that discriminates against either the women or any section or any sector or any class of person. That regulation or administrative policy is null and void. It is inconsistent with the provision of the Constitution. If you are undergoing any of such restriction, please contact any human rights organization or contact Women Empowerment and Legal Aid. We will redress your rights for you. It is your right to be free from discrimination. In the home, yes, when we were growing up, the girl child will be asked to stay at home and their brothers will be sent to school. That was in the in those very old days. But thank God it is no longer so now. But any restriction on the girl child in the home that is also not on the boy child is discriminatory. And if you're undergoing any such discrimination, please speak out your right will be redressed for you. Again, I want us to remember that any appointment in a place of authority or policy making in Nigeria has also been challenged. Recently, we went to court. Women Empowerment and Legal went to court to challenge the fact that women are put under disadvantage and restriction, that they are discriminated against in political appointments and decision making. And the court said yes, at least 35% affirmative action must be given to women in positions of authority and, of course, political appointment. So in that your office where you are, if you are being discriminated against either on the basis of payment of tax or the basis of advantage privileges that are available to all, but they are restricted to men only or to women only, please, if you are a man there, you can challenge it, or you're a woman and a restriction, a denial is placed on you, please, you can challenge it. I am here to remind you today that anything that applies to man, any law that applies to man must also apply to women. If it does not, then when the rights are not equal, they become discriminatory and they are illegal. In any position of authority, even in politics, in appointments, in homes, in university admissions, I want us to also again note that in university admissions, in universities and in schools, where women are put under restriction, on a denial, I want us to know that it is contrary to the provision of the Constitution and it is null and void. So in the place of work, in the school, in positions of authority and appointments, in the home, where the rights are not equal, they become illegal. Anywhere the rights are not equal, they are inconsistent with the provisions of the Constitution, and we say they are null and void. So this afternoon, I want us to remember that discrimination is against the law. Do not discriminate against your gay child. Do not discriminate against women in your place of work. And please remember to treat everybody equally before the law. I am saying the physically challenged have the same rights as well as those that are not physically challenged. Remember, Section 42 of the Constitution provides that everyone shall be free from discrimination based on sex, place of birth, beliefs, religion, or disability of any form. Until next week, I want to please remind you, your right is your right, and freedom from discrimination is your right under the law. If your right is being denied you, please contact us, Women Empowerment and Legal Aid, number 25, Adekunle Fajuyiwe, GRA Ikeja, or number 20, Anuoluwapo Street, Agege. Until next week, stay blessed at work.